What's going on, everybody?
It's Whataweeb.
And today, we wanted to discuss something a little older on our Topic Tuesdays. It's the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake in Tsunami. So, in the news this weekend, we read about how the evacuation notice for the areas that were affected by the earthquake and tsunami was lifted in the spring, and people have started to move back to the area. And just recently, I believe on the 20th, there was a fireworks festival celebrating the people who've returned and everything. So, because of that, it's nice. It's good to see they're moving forward. Because of this, though, we wanted to learn a little bit more about the Great East Japan earthquake and tell you guys a little bit about that.
So, as we were doing our little research, and we learned that it had occurred on March 11th of 2011, week before my birthday, and it lasted about 6 minutes. And oh my goodness, these 6 minutes, that is crazy. There were almost 16,000 deaths, over 6,000 people injured, and 2,500 people missing. And that is a crazy amount of people because that's over 20,000 people affected by it. And the earthquake was a magnitude 9. And I think that's about the max on the Richter scale. And that was the fourth most powerful recorded earthquake ever. Like literally in the history of recording YouTube videos, of course. The earthquake caused giant waves that were 133 feet in height that would crash to the Iwate prefecture and could travel 6 miles inland, and that is very much close. That, if you imagine the entire radius of an island, that is about, like, I want to say like an eighth of some islands. And then this earthquake even shifted the Earth's axis by 10 to 25 centimeters. The fact that one thing did that much changing to the entire world is mind-boggling.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's crazy. This is super powerful stuff. I mean, 10 to 25 centimeters might not sound like a lot, but then you realize this is the entire Earth. Like, it's a planet. You know, it's crazy stuff. But fortunately, the earthquake and the tsunami weren't the only problems that came with this. There were also nuclear accidents caused mainly by the tsunami. Level 7 nuclear meltdowns at least three reactors occurred, and of all these reactors, 3 of them suffered from explosions because of hydrogen buildup. The gas would just be built up, and because there was no electricity, the cooling system couldn't really do anything. Pretty bad, yeah, pretty bad. So not only was there flooding and earthquake aftershocks, there were these nuclear plant and power failures all around, which could send radioactivity to, the surrounding areas, causing some pretty bad stuff.
Speaking of after effects, there were over 1,000 aftershocks, with 80 of them being 6.6 magnitude or even higher. Thousands of aftershocks, guys. That is so mentally fatiguing on the entire population. I can't imagine trying to live through one, but thousands for like a couple days, that is crazy. And it could have been another major 9 Richter 9 scale or above, and they were already scared and away from home. Truly, like, this was probably one of the roughest times to be there, and one of the most expensive disasters in history. The World Bank decided to estimate how much they had put in. They said they spent over $235 billion just to help recover this from this major disaster.
Yeah, truly a rough time for Japan. Thousands of people have been displaced, living in fear. And you check video footage, there are full towns that there's nothing there anymore. Literally just rubble, debris, nothing's left standing. These people have nothing to go back to. It's gone. Everything, their livelihood, everything they built up is gone. And the tsunami was the biggest case of this. So the earthquake caused a tsunami, but the tsunami did the most damage if you look at multiple accounts. So when it washed and broke down all these areas, especially, like, think about it. Japan knows tsunamis are a problem. They have spent billions of dollars on anti-tsunami seawalls. Hell, they line up 40% of their coast. But these waves weren't having it. They said, nah, fuck that.
That's cute.
Yeah. We're so, like, these waves were up to 133 feet, some of them. These walls were, maybe like 40 to 60 feet, I believe, when I was looking them up tall? That's not going to stop it. I mean, it helped. It probably did help a lot, but in the end, over 45,000 buildings were destroyed, and another 14,000 plus were damaged. More buildings were destroyed than damaged, I believe.
Huh.
Actually, my bad. I'm wrong on that. It's supposed to be 144,000 were damaged.
Yeah.
My bad. So there were enough, but at the end of it, there were 25 million tons of rubble and debris in that area. That's a lot of cleanup. That's rough. You know.
That's debrisable. Wouldn't you agree?
Just keep going.
Okay. But yeah, so there were 15 ports of Japan that were affected by the disaster area, and they had to shut down after the earthquake. Some of the dams ruptured, washing away homes, and many were damaged with the cracks that had been fixed. Because of the ruptures, running water became a problem for people as well. Oh my goodness. Not only were the people having problems trying to find a home, they were having problems getting water. As mentioned, over 4 million homes were left without power, but within a week or two, there were about only like 250,000 left that didn't have power. So it was they had a good recovery phase, but that's still a lot of people. And even the nuclear power plants suffered damage, which was even worse. And then what made it even worse for the people is that meat, like the goats and the beef and the food around the country, were found to have elevated levels of radiation. It's not like cartoons where if you eat radiated food, you'll gain superpowers. No, it's not like that, guys. That thing will actually kill you.
Yeah, it'll give you cancer. That's one example. So it's pretty scary, you know. There were times where they talked about radioactive fish, too, in the waters of Japan, but you know, the world did come together to help out Japan. You know, it was a time where people came together. You know, kind of like the Haiti earthquake as well. People came together to try to help. If you guys were around during that time, you would see all the news and everything covering it. Hell, even like 163 countries sent money or help to Japan in their time of crisis. They all came together to help Japan. You know, it shows that we as a world can come together and help each other. So that's always something you can take away from this type of stuff. I mean, it's great that the evacuation order has finally been taken down and people can go back, try to rebuild, try to fix what's left. I'm happy to see Japan moving forward from this tragic incident. It's rough, you know. It's unfortunate, and because of that news article, I was reminded of it, and then we went and just researched this whole thing. Because how old were we in Esther? Probably like 17?
It was 6 years.
16?
It was 6 years ago.
So we were like 16. We were teenagers, so we'd see it, but and now we're teenagers.
I was a high school kid. I didn't care about anything.
Yeah, I was busy chilling. But now I know that this stuff's really important. So, you know, it shows that we've grown as a people and we've grown as countries. We can actually come together and get stuff done if we really wanted to. But yeah,
only if it's against the Mother Nature. That's it.
Yeah, you know, at least that's one thing we can come together to try to fix. But yeah, no, it was wild. Seeing all this stuff on TV when I was younger was wild. But I donate dollars here and there, but you know, I wish I could have done more.
Yeah. So moving forward, we'll always keep that in mind. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this Topic Tuesday, make sure to hit that like button. Write down in the comment section below what you thought of the disaster. What were you doing when the disaster actually happened? Description below is social media. Make sure to follow those. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from us. Any last words, Durka?
No, that's it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed.
This has been an Esther.
This has been Durka.
And sayonara.